What you see here is the Magic Report Builder. Really, it's a way to build report views, which you can use to either generate live Google Sheets of data for reporting purposes, or to make edits to that data using Booker. With either workflow, you'll start from this screen, which gives you line-level access to all of your QuickBooks data. And this video is going to cover row inclusion, which is a setting that allows you to get very specific with what data is going to be returned by your filtering. We're going to start with as filtered only. This is our way of saying literally just what you filter on. So for example, if I want to pick invoices and I want to pick invoices specific to the implementation class, that's all I'm going to get. Invoices with a line item tagged to implementation. Very simple. Next, we'll talk about exclude header rows. A header row in QuickBooks is line 0. It's the hidden line on a transaction. So if you're thinking about a bill, it would be AP. If you're thinking about an invoice, it would be AR. So if I came here and I filtered transaction type for invoice, I'm going to see all of these line items, including line 0, this accounts receivable line here. And if I go ahead and filter exclude header rows, the accounts receivable line item will go away. This is particularly helpful when you want to report on all of the P&L activity for invoices. Or if you're trying to edit invoice line items, you don't necessarily want to see the AR line item in that invoice. Next, we're going to talk about include full transactions. So this is a way to drill down on data and then expand it back up to include the full transaction. So as an example, let's say I wanted to find everything with a line item that hits the engineering class. There are 25 line items in my QBO hitting the engineering class. But I don't just want to see those 25 lines. I want to see the full transaction for each transaction that includes one of those lines. So I can very simply flip this to include full transactions and click filter, and you'll see it's expanded my data set from 25 to 70 rows because I'm now including the full transaction. And this is particularly important for editing because you will need the full transaction present if you want to edit line amounts or split or add lines with Booker. And finally, we have full transactions except headers. So this is the exact concept that I just showed you combined with the previous concept. It's including the full transaction, but cutting out the line 0. Accounts receivable will be removed. Accounts payable would be removed. And if I click this and filter, you're going to see my data set get trimmed down a little bit, removing those 7 header rows that were included in the previous filtering. And while as filtered only is going to be the most popular option that you'll use most often, exclude header rows, include full transactions, and full transactions except headers gives you acute control for those moments when you really, really need it.